Hello once again, fellow fight fans, and welcome back to another prediction video. Thanks for tuning in once again. I'll just ask the usual that you will share, like, hit the bell notification. And as always, if you're watching, you might as well subscribe. You're just pressing a button. It would help me out tremendously. Extremely easy, and I would greatly appreciate it. So the fight I'll be bringing to you in this video is another great one from Brandon Lamb. I always enjoy his requests, his words of encouragement, his comments. So thank you, Brandon Lamb, once again. And thank you for always participating in the channel. So the fight that Brandon wanted me to cover is a great one between two powerful, hard-hitting fighters. And those two fighters are Adonis Stevenson and David Benavidez. What an explosive fight. I would expect fireworks, for lack of a better term. Both of these guys are hard-hitting, and both of these guys are dangerous. They both have that one-punch knockout power. And so there would definitely be drama in this fight. There will be excitement. We will be on the edge of our seats for this one. As far as Adonis Stevenson is concerned, and he was a great fighter, in my opinion. I feel that he sold himself short. There's a lot of potential fights that he could have taken to truly show his greatness to the world. Unfortunately, he decided to go another route. And Sergey Kovalev was one of those fights that should have happened. Adonis Stevenson versus Sergey Kovalev. So the fans lost out on that one. But it's boxing, and unfortunately, it happens. But Adonis Stevenson is a very awkward southpaw, and it seems like everything he throws, including the jab, is just packed with power. And if Adonis Stevenson lands clean, the chances of him knocking you out is high. And so I can't say enough or emphasize enough how much I wanted to see him fight Sergey Kovalev. And both of them had tremendous power, and it just would have been a fight for the ages. And so, as I said before, I believe Adonis Stevenson sold himself short in his career, but it happens. David Benavidez. David Benavidez. Very awkward fighter, tall, lanky, throws deadly combinations from the oddest angles. And that's the very thing that makes him dangerous. I mean, those punches are just coming from unexpected places. And everything he throws, same as Adonis Stevenson, everything that David throws is packed with power. He can throw any punch from the jab, the straight right, left hooks, right hooks, uppercuts, and just a very tough fighter. And that pressure from Benavidez, oh my goodness, that guy can apply pressure. Very patient fighter. Normally likes to wear his opponents down by walking them down and just keeping that pressure on them. Caleb Plant was outboxing Benavidez for the majority of the first part of the fight. But Benavidez just kept coming. But the difference between Plant and Adonis is Plant doesn't have that same power. And that could definitely be a game changer in this fight. But Adonis Stevenson was one of those fighters you just couldn't go out there and attack because he was a deadly, accurate counterpuncher with deadly power. And so David Benavidez, he can apply the pressure and he could be successful at pushing Adonis Stevenson back, but he would have to be a little more cautious. He had to be a little more mindful of the counterattacks and the power. So he wouldn't be able to pressure Adonis Stevenson the same exact way he pressured Caleb Plant. But one thing that David Benavidez could capitalize on is Adonis Stevenson did throw some of his punches wide, and David Benavidez throws his punches very tight. So David Benavidez could possibly sneak in some combinations while Adonis Stevenson is throwing his punches wide. David Benavidez could get some of his own counterattacks in. Another important factor in this fight that we have to consider is who has the better chin and who can take the best punch. And I feel like they're both even in the chin department. But I think the thing that's going to decide this fight is whose punches has the most impact. Now, David Benavidez is the better combination puncher, hands down. But Adonis Stevenson's punches has more impact, or would have more impact in this particular contest, in my opinion. David Benavidez will put up a great fight. He may even drop Adonis Stevenson at some point in this fight. But I just feel like as the fight progresses and as it gets down the stretch, Adonis Stevenson will get his timing down. Adonis Stevenson was great with the feints, but he would get his timing down. He would just be too accurate, and he would catch Benavidez with the knockout punch. Those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think. I'll see you soon. Oh, and by the way, I'm going live on Friday at 9 p.m., so please join me for that.